Welcome to Between the Noise, episode 1. So, this is a new podcast focused on providing reflections for busy parents as they navigate work, life, and everything in between. I'm Chris. I'm going to be your host for this podcast. And as you can tell, when we're talking about ourselves, it can be quite difficult. So what is the aim of this podcast? This kind of introductory episode is to introduce you to me, introduce you to what I think we're going to cover, and everything in between. So Between the Noise has been brought out from an idea in my head that from a coaching perspective, it's quite difficult to make content and to impart a message that's reflective outside of kind of that long form element. And so for me, having something where I can talk around a subject, provide reflections and give space to parents that might need it in a way that it can fit in with their day-to-day activities. So not to make everything about me, but to introduce myself. As I say, I'm Chris. I'm a father to one and a husband, but also I'm a professional coach. And the word coach is bandied about quite a lot nowadays. Fitness coaches, health coaches, nutrition, business, everything in between, life coaches, whatever you have. But my goal and my role is to provide my clients with a space that they can have the conversations that they need to have to help them unlock and empower themselves emotionally and mentally to take that next step, to take that next leap and move forward in a way that's purposeful and mindful of what they want to achieve. And so Between the Noise as a new podcast, and thank you to my wife for helping me come up with a name, because parenting is noisy. It is hard, it's difficult, it's testing and challenging, but it's also beautiful and fun in between. And I want this podcast to fit in those micro gaps that you might have, be it the commute to work, be it time where the kids have gone to bed and you and or your partner want to sit down and think about you as individuals and the things that you want to achieve and the things that you want to do. And so that's where I want this podcast to sit and essentially become, hopefully, something that you tune into and can pick and choose the episodes that you might want to go through. Now, I spent weeks researching what should a podcast episode look like. And for me, I'm not going to sit here and be all salesy and you should buy this, do this. I want it to be a conversation, albeit through the medium of a podcast, where we can think together, develop together. And a lot of these episodes, I want them to come from the things that you're struggling with, the things that you might need a coach to help you kind of think about and unlock. Now, in the simplest terms, over the next 26 episodes, I've started writing / dictating because I find it easier to talk to myself. Yeah, I said that. We're going to go A through Z, or A through Z if you're American, and kind of look at things. So from the next ones on, achieving the goals that you set. I understand that the focus is goals, but achieving fit better. Burned out, misaligned, confidence, and then discipline. These are kind of the things that I want to look. And so my only ask for you, if you are tuning in to episode 1 or episode 0.5 as we kind of get into this, because I guess All About Me fits in there, but is what do you want to see? Now, as I understand and kind of develop this, naturally the social media links will be in the description somewhere, wherever you're listening to this podcast. I think at the time of recording, I've understood how to post it on Spotify and Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, sorry. So wherever you're listening to it, in the description somewhere, there should be a social media link. So if you want to click on that and find me, follow me, communicate and connect with each other, then please feel free. But in the meantime, and whilst we are talking and we're looking at this, we'll come to Between the Noise. This is a space for you.